Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of This Could Get Weird. I am Adam Stone.
And I'm Adam Blosher.
Oh, shit, he is in-house.
Holy shit.
He's up here from Tejas.
Doing this shit live from Studio Room of Adams.
That's right. I'd say live from studio apartment, but that's already taken by another podcast, but we won't get into that. But how the hell you been, man?
I was working.
Working?
As always, man.
Yes. You're out here on a little vacay?
Oh, yeah. It's a hard-earned vacation, if I tell you what, man. Fucking 7 years.
Yeah. What, you get to 9.5.
Hopefully not.
You're at the stage right now where you've lost your soul.
It happened a while ago.
Well, no, it's completely gone now. There was a little bit tethered to it, but now it's completely gone. Gone. So
Dust in the wind.
yeah. But been up here for a couple of days.
Yeah, I got up here Monday night. Went to go hang with you guys at work.
Yeah.
I'm over here hanging with Eli Tuesday and Wednesday, just playing World of Warcraft like usual.
Yeah, that's because of course that's how everybody wants to spend their vacation.
Well, you know what? Fuck everybody.
Yeah.
I'm just happy to hang with friends.
Yeah. Well, you haven't been hanging with me much, punk ass.
I get sucked into TV shows. I've been watching Bones with Elijah.
Yeah. How's that been going?
Really good. Been just marathoning the show, really.
Yeah, my mom likes that show a lot. We got her like a whole bunch of seasons a couple of Christmases ago, but yeah, nonetheless, she loves the hell out of it.
I started watching it because I found out the actor that played Angel from Buffy was in it.
Yeah, David Boreanaz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I got hooked.
My roommate hates him, Eric.
Yeah.
He hates his life.
Ah, well.
I don't know if he hates the guy himself, but he hates his life because, they have the same birthday.
Okay.
And,
That's reason enough.
he was discovered just walking his dog.
Okay.
They were like, hey, that guy looks kind of cool. Let's talk to him. And that was it. And Eric's like, that could have been me.
Nice.
Because I think he was living in San Diego at the time. Same time Eric was.
I don't think he's that cool.
Eric thinks he stole his life.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
sucks to be him.
Yeah. As always, but, so you've been watching a lot of Bones.
Yeah.
What else you been watching?
Yeah.
Whoa. It's not this kind of podcast, sir. No, I've been catching up. I'm 100% caught up on Doctor Who right now, including like the first couple episodes of the newest Doctor, which he's been doing pretty damn well.
Most of my TV's on Netflix nowadays, so I'm usually 1 to 2
Yeah.
seasons behind. And my main show is Supernatural, and they're still on season 8.
Yeah, that's usually how I've been because like I've gone to my mom's and she's got them DVR'd.
Yeah.
Latest episode, so because they usually come on Saturday, and I'll just go over there, hang out, and just say, all right, let's get to some Doctor Who. It's something me and my mom share.
Funny thing was I had forgotten about the little intro music for our pod. And I went to go listen to one of the old ones, and I put my headphones on, and I usually, whenever I'm listening to something in my headphones, I have max volume on my laptop. So I'll sit there, hit play, and all of a sudden the music blasts in my head. I'm like, what the fuck was that? Scared the shit out of me.
Yeah, it was like last week when I did the episode with Kale, I had to do some audio adjusting to it because his microphone sounded fine, the one you're using right now.
Yeah.
And for some reason, the treble was way up on mine. So I sounded like I was talking on Skype.
Nice.
So I had to mess around with a few things and eventually got it down real low, but I forgot that I had the music cut into the podcast. So it was nothing but pure bass. So I had to cut it out, recut it again, and it was just a big damn mess. So hopefully I sound good on this one. Yeah, we're doing this late at night.
Yeah.
It's like almost 2 a.m. Usually we do this like right in the afternoon. You're usually in bed by now.
Yeah, well,
Or you'd be waking up here in a couple hours.
Being on vacation and hanging out with overnighters fucks up my sleep system.
It's weird when you go on vacation, no matter where you go. It was like when I went on vacation, I was getting back into the daytime.
And for me, going on vacation, I go back into nighttime.
Yeah, it's weird like that.
And the bad thing is, Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm on the overnight schedule, But then Thursday, Friday, I'm going to have to shift straight back to daytime because that's when I'm hanging out with my mom, her partner, and some of her friends.
Yeah. When do you go back to work?
Sunday.
Ooh, really?
I head back home Saturday.
See, I was going to invite you out to Parapalooza. You're going to miss it. Because it's a paranormal conference we're having up in Guthrie this Friday, Saturday, and it's going to be awesome.
Yeah, you're going to miss all those nerds.
Yeah. Yeah, it's basically all it's going to be.
Not my kind of nerds, or your kind of nerds.
Oh, yeah.
My kind of nerds are the anime cosplays and dressed up in medieval armor swinging around swords.
Yeah, there's going to be none of that. We're going to have a bonfire Friday night.
I should bring some of my nerds to your paranormal convention.
They would probably like it.
Can you just imagine, you have all these people talking about just different camera techs and...
No, see, that would just be all
just
me.
stuff like that. Just people talking about, like, different investigations, and all of a sudden you see, like, a group of, like, just 20 anime cosplayers come walking in.
It's like, nope, wrong convention.
We taking this shit over.
And I'm going to look at half and be like, really, with those twigs? Come on. Come on. Those bean poles you call arms?
I call upon the power of the Trinity.
Oh. Yeah. Be like slapping all three Stooges right in a row.
Have we told the audience about the Trinity?
I don't believe we mentioned it.
I'll let you do the honors.
Well, the Trinity, of course, starts with you.
Of course, I'm the king of the Trinity.
Yes. And then the step down from that is Buddy Lorenzo, who the other night was petrified of you.
Oh, scared to death. He is like the fainting goats. He just froze.
Yeah. He was so paranoid that entire night. It was hilarious.
That was beautiful.
And then after that, because Lorenzo is... he's obsessed with Street Fighter, and his favorite character of all time is Thunder Thighs herself, Chun-Li.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he can't get enough. Every lunch break, he'll be on his phone watching playthroughs of Street Fighter.
I'm convinced that no matter how much he denies it, he would love a Chun-Li blow-up doll.
Oh, he would.
Remember that? We actually almost found one in Spencer's that one
Yeah,
day.
it was that anime blow-up doll.
Yeah. So close to getting it for me.
I know, but it was too expensive. God, the look on his face, though, if he would have seen that shit.
When how to have him unwrap it inside the break room.
Yeah, in front of everybody. You ever seen a black man turn red? And
then the bottom of our totem
the
pole.
bottom of the totem pole, the literally the shortest, the angry tree stump himself. Buddy Lorenzo, or not Lorenzo, but William.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're listening to this, I called you an angry tree stump because that's all you are.
Oh, very much so.
Yeah, this guy. I mean, ever since you left,
I left a vacuum of power that someone has to take over.
Well, no, ever since you left, as far as busting my balls, or at least attempting to, it's like breaking your hand in one of those speed bags. Because he's just that weak. But he's just, at first, he challenged my knowledge on Metal Gear.
Like when he did with Mortal Kombat also.
He challenged me on Mortal Kombat knowledge. And then he fucked up.
Wrestling knowledge?
No. I mean, yeah, he still, I'll talk wrestling with him, but he still thinks he knows more than me, even though I've been educating the shit out of him, but that's another story. But I guess because, I'm friends with him on Facebook somehow, some way, I post something about Silent Hill.
All right.
And he busts out, "What do you know about Silent Hill?" So I looked at this motherfucker.
Turn that shit, what do you know about Silent
Exactly.
Hill?
I was like, what the fuck do you know? I know everything there is to know. Really? It flabbergasted me so much I couldn't talk. I was like, dude, get out of my face.
You ever been so mad at someone you just squint at them?
Yes. Because you can't figure them out and you can't figure out what to say. It's just... Duh. But I schooled him on that in like 5 seconds. Because I just started naming off just like the main storyline of the first game. Oh yeah, Harry Mason goes to the town of Silent Hill with his daughter because she's been begging, going crazy to go. And then all of a sudden they have a wreck on the way there. And then she's lost and he's going through town looking for her. And all of a sudden a plot thickens and doctors giving people drugs and nurses going crazy and bleeding out the face. And now I just started going off. And he's all like, what?
All in all, everyone finds out that the hills are not, in fact, alive with the sound of music.
No, and they're not necessarily silent either, especially if you have a radio on you. No, but like for
he actually he challenged me to a knowledge game one night.
Oh yeah,
World of Warcraft knowledge.
Oh wow,
the one fucking subject I know basically all the history on.
I think I know somebody who can top you on that.
Really?
My buddy's brother-in-law. The man is on WoW night and day. He knows history of every NPC.
I would say he probably does have an advantage because seeing as how I haven't been on WoW in like a year and haven't been keeping up with the books, I'm a bit out of date, but I have the classic knowledge.
Yeah, but he knows, like, even for old world stuff, he knows everything about every little NPC. Even in the middle of bumfuck Kalimdor. He knows their whole backstory and who they're connected to.
Well, that's a bit excessive.
Oh my god, it is. It's funny, the other night on Vent, we're sitting there in the middle of a raid, and he's been playing the shit out of beta. And he's just going on and on and on about beta shit that he's seeing. And eventually we just get on there. Dude, would you just please shut the fuck up? We don't care.
Beta is due to change. What you're doing now will fucking probably change.
He was losing his mind over something out there that was. He says, "Oh my God, it's Hellfire Peninsula, but without anything mapped to it. Where blood furnaces and all that."
Well, because what it is, the warlords.
It's beta.
Well, no, not just that though. The warlords of Draenor is what that world is. Outlands before it became corrupted by demons.
Yeah.
The true world of it.
Yeah.
So it's understandable.
But he was losing his shit because it was the ramparts and everything that was it was unmapped. It's gonna have
beta.
Yeah. That's what everybody said, dude, it's beta. Who gives a shit?
Now if it was on live, of course that'd be kind of like, what the fuck's happening?
It's like, whoop, you fucked up. Blizzard fucked up. No, but he was just droning on for like 30 minutes. We're just sitting there trying to call out stuff. All right, guys, and this boss, and all of a sudden, did you guys know? It's like, what?
It's just common courtesy if you're doing a raid or battleground not to yell out random shit.
Well, I mean, not just that. There are other fucking channels.
True.
So we all went to a raid channel. Mm-hmm. Guess what? He followed. Why'd you guys leave me? Because we're trying to fucking raid here. We really don't give a shit. Yeah, he's just lonely. Yes, he needs somebody to talk to. He doesn't have a job. And, like, the only thing that's holding him back from getting a job, which is partly their fault, is, his, my friend Brock. Well, that too.
Ever since I've been back on WoW, Eamon hasn't talked to me.
He probably doesn't recognize you.
Don't remember me. It's too bad. Because I'll, like, text him, like, hey, man, how you been?
Right.
Okay. Bye. Whispered him a couple times. Nothing happened.
He's on fucking Vent. I'll get onto him. I'll bust his balls.
And Vent won't even work for me, so.
No, but speaking of WoW, man. The Naga. I picked up a Naga in the Tartarus gamepad and, holy shit.
To explain the Naga for non-gamers, it's a basic...
It's just a
regular mouse, but it has the keyboard 1 through 12 on the side where your thumb is.
Yeah, so you're preventing you from having to touch all those keys and...
It makes you go from an octopus to a pro gamer.
Yeah, more or less.
I remember before I had that mouse, I had just a weird claw.
It pretty much... Yeah. It cuts back on all the multitasking.
Oh, so much.
And plus, it's all ergonomically correct and comfy, and even the Tartarus gamepad, because that's got like 15 keys on the top, and it's got like a little scroll thing on the side, which I do not use.
Yeah, don't have to.
It feels awkward. But another handy thing below that, they got a little button for jumping, and then above that you can set all these buttons up any way you want.
Yeah.
So this is kind of like a free promo for Razer. Buy their shit; they know what they're doing.
Totally. Sure, they're pricey, but worth it.
Yeah, but I got my shit on sale.
Yeah.
That's what you got to do, because you either hit up the stores, or all the time they're on sale on Amazon. That's how Elijah and Kyle got their stuff. But yeah, I can't recommend that enough. If you're into PC gaming, I'm actually figuring out if I can hook it up to my PlayStation, I might start playing first person shooters.
It's worth a shot.
Yeah, because I know like Swifty, who's like the fucking
Swifty's Razer's baby right now.
Yeah, he's like the pimp of Razer, and because he has like the same kind of
I
fault
think it was
when it comes to
Origin
first person.
Built him a custom computer.
Oh, they built him several custom computers. He's got a computer right now with over 80 gigs of RAM.
Because,
Why the fuck not?
Yeah.
And he's also got like 6 to 7 monitors up at all times.
Oh, yeah.
No, but I've got that syndrome, the same that he does with first-person shooters, with when it comes to mouses and keyboards and stuff. It's really hard to play.
Gotcha.
And I can't do it, but I can kind of do it with a controller, but not really no, I'm sorry. Let me back up. It's vice versa. I can play on a computer,
yeah,
but I can't play it with a controller.
Okay.
And what he did was he pimped this thing from a few years ago. It was like a gamepad that you could program and then hook it up to like a PlayStation.
Yeah.
And play with like that with the mouse and little keypad and all that. And that's what he did. But with this, if I can hook that up to my PlayStation,
you should be able to. USBs.
Yeah. I don't know if it'll recognize it, though. That's my only problem. Because he had to program it to where the same buttons.
Gotcha.
But because he didn't like playing like Battlefield and Call of Duty on PC because motherfuckers were hacking it.
Yeah.
But you can't really hack the hardware version of on the PlayStation and
stuff.
stuff.
Much more difficult. Yeah.
Right. But speaking of Swifty, have you seen the house, the Gamer House 2.0?
No.
Oh.
I just recently got back into his channel.
Dude. This house is fucking sick.
That's Swifty. He's kind of made for that.
No, I gotta say this about sucking the guy's dick outright. He's like the nicest guy in the world.
He is. He's incredibly nice.
Because when he says Gamer House 2.0, he literally means Gamer House 2.0. Because if you are a donator, and if you give him notice, you could stay at that motherfucker.
For how long?
Probably for like a few days. And it depends on how long you're going to be there. I'm sure that he's got like a maximum limit.
Yeah.
But he's got like a spare bedroom. You can go game all day, but, there's like, you got to watch the video. First thing that happens when you walk into the house, you get a brochure. A welcome brochure. And then that welcome brochure just tells you everything about the house, but it also has all the rules. Every house has rules.
Yeah.
But after you see all that, go right in. There's like a whole room dedicated with just desks for gaming.
Okay, I'm like, yeah, because
all Origin PCs.
Of course.
Of course, of all the Razer products. And another thing is the whole downstairs is wired for sound and video. And I'm not talking about webcams. He's got like, hardcore camcorders posted up.
Yeah.
And they're not. And he's got like a thing against.
He could almost make his own TV show of Big Brother.
Well, he pretty much does because he always streams on I think on a live stream or Twitch or something like that, constantly 24/7.
Oh yeah.
And like the big living room is he's got a PS4 and an Xbox One in there, and it's like a nice big comfy room. And like on the ceiling above, he's got a projection of like a live chat going on, so you can interact with people when you're talking and running around doing whatever. And it's awesome because like his setup, he stole like a whole bunch of the monitors from that main room.
Yeah,
he's got like 6 monitors. He's got that Origin PC, that custom one, and he's got another mini one next to that he games off of.
Nice.
The big one is all for the streaming.
Of course. You need all that shit for it.
But he's got his little setup. His 6 monitors are fucking awesome. And he's always looking at, seeing what's going on in the house 24/7. He's got the monitor set for that. And
now you might ask yourself, why would I need 6 monitors? And the real question is, for fucking gaming, that's why.
Oh, yeah, because think about it, especially in his house, he's got 1 monitor, looking at, all the cameras. He's got 1 monitor on the internet watching the live stream, 1 monitor watching the chat room, and probably the middle monitors, watching him gaming. And the left and right one, he could be watching YouTube over here, surfing the web on the other one.
Uh-huh.
That's what I do. But yeah, because he's got like 2 spare bedrooms, and they've got, a couple of beds, or like 3 or 4 beds in each one. And it's like a convent. It's a gaming convent.
I just go to like, I'm going to give you all of this money. I'm just live here now.
I'm sure if you give him money, he'll let you.
It's like, hell, I'll build a shack in the backyard. Just give me some cables to plug into the house.
Yeah. But his personal...
Dude, can you imagine if he started off and made like a gaming apartment complex? Google Fiber running through everything. Just every single complex apartment would just be perfect for gaming.
Dude, he's got so much going on at that house that he's got the top tier that you could actually pay for, probably like top business class.
T1.
I don't even. No, it's higher than that. I'm sure.
No, I think.
Well,
T1,
without having to.
I think T1 is the
without having
highest.
I think without having a business contract. I think you have to have a business contract for T1.
Then I think it would just be Google Fiber.
Maybe, but he still has lag issues.
Wow. Well, it's got all that shit going on.
Oh, so, yeah. But I'm sure one day, they're going to fork over a few extra ducats to him and be like, all right, go ahead and get T1 or get T3. Fuck it. Go for broke. Thank you. But, yeah, I think I'd like to just stay in that house for a couple of days.
Forever?
No, I'd stay for a couple of days. I don't want to overstay your welcome. All right, yeah, there is some work you got to put in, though.
Okay.
They go to the gym every day.
I'll do it. You know what? If it lets me live in that house, I'll fucking go to the gym with them every day.
All right. Plus, he's got a heated pool and jacuzzi in the back.
Yeah, because,
Why not?
Yeah.
But he's got his pool table sitting out back, too. So, and plus they grill and shit all the time. It's like, I want to go there. That's where dreams
it's
are made.
It's a nerd's Disney World.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm going to Swifties.
Speaking of dreams, didn't you have a dream you wanted to share?
Yeah, it was just...
A weird dream?
It was not really weird. It just made me wake up kind of angry. Because...
One of those.
It was a dream about G. Yeah. I don't remember much.
For those of you who don't know, Chris G was a...
Fucker. He's a fucker.
Yeah, he's a POS that we used to live with and used to work with back in the day. And, oh, man, Adam loves him. B spent the most time with him living in various apartments.
Murder.
Yeah, so what did he do?
Oddly enough, I can't remember how I met up with him or what he did, but my recollection starts right after he did the thing, and it just pushed me over the edge, and all I saw was red, and I was just punching and stabbed, just murder upon murder on him.
You had one of those dreams?
An extreme murder dream.
Wow.
And then I wake up just like in a cold sweat, just fucking pissed. Just
Wow. I mean, the only time I ever heard of a dream like somebody having a dream like that was for you wrestling fans, you'll get this, but Jim Cornette waking up in the middle of murdering Vince Russo, one of the writers, because he hates him with a passion. Because he literally says, I've woken up from dreams where I'm in the process of killing him, and my wife's waking me up, and I'm speaking out loud. But yeah, that's pretty intense, dude. I mean, you haven't even heard or talked to the dude in years, and you just wake up with this rage.
Mm-hmm. Well, even though I haven't talked to him in fucking forever, he still has that little speck of voice in the back of my head.
Uh-huh.
Like, everyone you meet with, a little big bits and pieces of the personality sticks with you in your head.
Yeah.
And I guess just something just kind of came up, and
I think it was Friday when I went to work. I had a day where I was just discombobulated.
Mm.
You ever have those days where you wake up on the wrong side of the bed?
Yep.
I had one of those scenarios because, for starters, I woke up 15 minutes late. It was like 9:15. Usually I leave at 9:30. And this was one of those moments where it was just like, I hate life. I don't want to go anywhere. But you have to.
Yeah. Because you're a respected member of society.
I don't know if I'm respected, but responsible.
There you go.
Yeah. But it was one of those scenarios where literally I woke up just enraged, where I just wanted to flip tables.
Mm.
And I was very short with people at work that night, I'll admit.
Shorter than William?
Yes. Did we mention that William is short? That's why I call him an angry tree stump. I haven't called that to him in his face yet. I'm going to next time I see him.
He gave me a weird nickname, too. I'm still confused about it.
Wasn't it like something like,
See if you remember.
like Fairy Gangster or something like that?
Very good. Close. Homo Thug.
Homo Thug, that's okay.
Homo Thug. I'm going to fuck your life up fabulously.
Fabulously. So thuggish about you.
Fucking, I don't know.
Well, compared to him, everybody's hardcore. One of my things, though, right now, you remember how you used to make him squeal?
Yeah.
Like giving him hugs and sneaking up on him and stuff?
Uh-huh. That just sounds weird. Like, remember how you used to make him squeal? Oh, I remember how I used to make him squeal.
Uh-huh. Oh, and every time Adam would, like, corner the kid and you just, like, wrap his arms around him, he'd start screaming like a little girl.
Yeah. I mean, shit, he did that when he saw a mouse.
No, he did. It happened. Several people saw it.
I heard it, and I was a good halfway across the store.
Yeah. No, but what I like to do is, because he tries to challenge me on wrestling all the time,
Yeah.
he'll say stupid shit to me. I'll put you in this, and I'll put you in. I was like, you can't even apply it. Shut up. You don't even know a wrist lock from a wrist watch.
He was like, spell it.
Yeah. And, so I'm down at the very bottom shelf bending something. And he's right by me, talking shit. And I was like, I'll snatch your ass up in an ankle lock right now. He's like, no, you won't. And before he even could finish the word won't, I had a hold of his calf and his ankle. And he's just screaming, ah! Ah! And I let him go because I'm laughing so hard. And he's just looking at me. He's like, and he just like, screw you, and just walks off. And, he's always, stone one of these days. One of these days, what? What you gonna do?
I remember when he would do that, he would either look at you and me like, one of these days, he's just like, walk on one of these, what the fuck you gonna do, huh?
Yeah, what
just
are you
get in
gonna
his
do?
face, what are you gonna do?
No,
man, jeez, why are you getting angry?
His whole deal now is if you didn't have those glasses on, and before you can even say on, I already have them off. If you didn't have that tells on in your put down tells on. Yeah. You remember that, and he just walks away. And I told him, one day, I got him good because, the hell did I? Oh yeah, he tried to throw like a clothesline on me.
Yeah, because he's tall enough for that.
Yeah.
I'm going to clothesline you.
Oh,
no, my knees.
Well, I taught him the concept of a wrestler named Stan Hansen. He's a big, old, burly dude with a handlebar mustache. He wrestled a lot in Japan.
All right.
That's where he got all his success. But the thing about this guy, he was legally blind.
Okay.
And when he would throw like a clothesline, or it was called the lariat.
Okay.
It was one of those situations where he looks at you. They say, because legend has it, he would look at you. And you don't know if he's trying to find you or if he's seeing more than one of you.
Mm.
And normally when you throw a clothesline or a lariat, there's a certain area you got to aim for, around the shoulder blade area up to the shoulder.
Okay.
And the thing is, he would just swing for the fences to make connections.
Yeah.
And because he's blind, you don't know where that son of a bitch is going to go. I mean, he got into a fist fight with Vader and popped his eye out because Stan Hansen would come to the ring with this cowbell on the end of a bull rope. and Vader was making his entrance, and at the time he had like this big, crazy-looking shoulder pad helmet contraption.
Yeah.
That was part of his entrance gear, and he was trying to take it off, and he had just taken it off, and he was on the outside. Stan Hansen had that rope, and he just swung it at him. Hit him right in the nose. Broke it. And that pissed Vader off. So he jumped in the ring and just started swinging at him. This is on video. Look this up on YouTube. Just look up Stan Hansen versus Big Van Vader. And they're going at it. And at one point, Stan Hansen's got his hands on his face, and he's trying to push him away, and he's got him in the corner. And all of a sudden, Vader had like this weird little wraparound type, kind of like a mask on.
Yeah.
It looked like it was like a lucha mask missing pieces. So you could see all parts of his face, but it covered his ears up. And his mouth was open and everything. He pulls that off instantly. And the fans, that's the way Japanese fans are. And all of a sudden, he pushes him away. And you can see in the video, he's like this. And his eye didn't pop out fully.
Yeah.
Because what he did was, when he had his hands on his face, it went underneath his eyeball and popped it forward. And so, but it looks like he's got a black eye.
Yeah.
It's like you can see it, his eyelid bulging out. And what's fucked up, at one point, the ref is there checking on him. And I guess he didn't see him, and he was in his blind spot or something. He thought it was Stan Hansen. And he just punched the ref right in the chest. Ref goes flying across the ring. And the ref's probably like, $130,
tiny person.
Soaking wet with a brick in his pocket. And Vader's a big 400-pounder. And he kicked the piss out of him. And so,
don't go after a blind wrestler.
No, especially the one who's really pissed off. Especially someone like him, because he would swing for the fences when he would hit you. Quick story on that. He wrestled here, and he wrestled against...
In this room?
No. No, he lives here in this state right now, though, because his son's playing football for OU. But I digress. Real quick, though, his first match for this company, wrestled this dude who's a pretty big, stout dude himself. But they both have the MMA gloves on.
Mm-hmm.
And Vader is just swinging. And he's knocking the piss out of him. And dude just starts fighting back. Because he told him in the back, he's all like, dude, I had to come at you like that because I was literally starting to fade with each blow. So, but getting all the way back to William. So what
a side story.
Oh yeah. So I explained to him about Stan Hansen. And for days he was talking about lariats and Stan Hansen. I'm going to go Stan Hansen. I'd get Stan Hansen in the ring and I'd beat him. I'm like, I want to see that motherfucker. But he went for like a clothesline on me, a lariat. So I caught his arm and I put him in what's called a shooter's arm bar.
Yeah.
Because picture his arm across my chest. And I reach over, go up or underneath it.
Mm-hmm.
And I grab his wrist and turn it upwards. So I have his wrist locked.
Yeah.
And I reach up from there and I put pressure on the back of his elbow.
Oh,
and
shit.
he starts going down. He's like, ah! And I let him go.
Well, yeah.
Because that's usually a sign if I give up. I wouldn't let him tap. And he's holding his arm, looking at me all cross. He's like, I gotta sue you.
For what? Self-defense?
Right. But there's been more than one occasion I put him in a hold or something like that, and he just squeals like a little pig.
I remember when you did some of your wrestling moves on me, you wanted to show me what they were. The only one that got me worried was when you did I forget what that's called. You had your arm around my neck, and you had your arm up like that. Remember?
It's probably it was a sleeper of some type.
Yeah. The only reason that I got a little worried was because I felt a little fadey.
Oh yeah.
Because you put your arm around my neck and then you had your second arm holding your hand up and you're like, all right, this is the hold. I'm like, this is nothing. And you put that little bit of pressure. I'm like,
yeah, yeah. Because like an honest sleeper, and the proper name for it's rear naked choke, and it's used in MMA. And what it does is it cuts off the arteries in your neck.
Yeah.
And it closes them off. And you close them off just for even a little bit, all that blood supply and oxygen to the brain is gone. And yeah, it's a genuinely fucking scary move. 'Cause I remember seeing like Gina Carano, MMA fighter. She was on some show, and the host willingly took it just to show the crowd, how dangerous it is. Plus he wanted to know what it was like to go to sleep.
Yeah.
And, he sat down and she properly applied it. And she asked him, are you ready? He's like, yep. And literally within seconds, she clenched it. Just barely putting any pressure on.
Yeah.
And his face instantly beat red. And he just started freaking out. And he started to panic.
Well, yeah.
Because your body's natural is to fight. Fight or flight kicks in. Well, you're not fighting very long. No. And he's just like, and he starts snoring. And she just lets off, instantly. And then, like, paramedics come to him, checked on him because they had him to standby because they knew this shit was going on. They woke him up. And she's still holding on to him. And he's all like, are we done? What happened? And she just looks at him and she goes, you went to sleep. This is serious shit, man.
Oh, yeah.
No, but
now you might ask yourself, why do we do wrestling moves on each other? It's easy.
Guys. That's what guys do.
Yeah.
Come here, I want to test this out on you.
That's the second. Yeah, that one and the chop are the only two things I regret.
A chop?
Your chop on me is what I regret. Not mine to you. Mine to you was a bitch hit.
That chop, I didn't even put anything into it because I didn't want to be.
Which is sad because I couldn't take it for sure.
No, I didn't want to be mean, but what it was the overhand effect. Because I gave you the choice. You said, I'm going to take that overhand. Okay.
Yeah, ask the one who knows nothing about any wrestling technique.
Well, that's not even a wrestling technique.
Well,
it's just there for show because it sounds cool off of your chest. And it sounds like it hurts.
The fucking dead.
Well, when you're going and your adrenaline's going, you don't feel it.
Yeah, it took me like a minute, then start.
Unless somebody wants you to feel it. I didn't want you to feel it.
It felt like you did.
No. I barely came down.
It felt like you were angry at me.
Well, to be fair, I'll let you go first.
Yeah, I have no strength.
No, I mean, I felt it. It stung.
Now you're just lying to make me feel
No,
bad.
Seriously, it stung. But I'm used to it.
Yeah.
Now, I figured that your hairy-ass chest would have blocked some, because that's what it did to me, because I got some hair in my chest, and it, dulled some of the pain, which I hear, isn't necessarily a good thing. That's why they shaved your chest. It's not for cosmetics reason. But I digress. But, I figured that's what would have happened.
I had a red print on my chest for 3 days.
Hey, last time I chopped somebody and I wanted it to hurt, they had a bruise on their chest for several weeks. And the bastard still wants to get me back. And that was like 10 years ago. No.
And it's funny, too, because I remember
13 years
the reason we wanted to do that was because of that Spartacus episode.
Oh, yeah, we were pissed off over Spartacus episode. It was when he had to kill his best friend.
Yeah.
And it was Ryan started, our friend Ryan.
Yeah.
The security guard of an old job.
That fucker.
He wanted to punch something. That's where it started.
Yeah. He wanted to punch a wall.
Yeah. You offered yourself.
Did I?
Yes. You'd punch me.
That doesn't sound right.
I think so.
It does, but it sounds incredibly stupid. Why would I?
You might have been joking at the time, but he probably took it serious. But
maybe.
Here's the thing, though. It's not like he blindsided punched you.
True.
You stood there and took it.
Yeah. Well, I didn't think it was going to
We did give you tips, though, on how to take it, though, and where he was going to hit. Where he hits you, it wasn't going to knock the wind out of you.
Yeah.
It was just going to be enough to just, you had a nice, comfy couch to land on. It was more of one of those punches. It wasn't like a full-on, I'm just going to just beat the piss out of you. It was a controlled punch. And it was.
We have controlled experiments here. We are scientists.
Yeah. Yeah, some science lab. No, but it was a controlled punch. It was more to sit your ass on the couch.
Yeah.
It wasn't there to, to pummel you or hurt you. But, I'm digressing. And then, I let you chop me first, and then I chopped you.
I still have the image of me watching that video, just me flying out of
Oh, yeah, I still got an old phone somewhere of you just, leaving the camera. Because it literally, you hear...
It looked like someone had tied a string to me and just pulled back.
Because you could actually hear the noise of the connection.
Oh, yeah.
All you hear is, tsh, and you just disappear. It's like, holy crap. He's like, he's gone, folks. I'm going to make this man disappear. Tsh, gone. And then our chops. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to, it's at my brother's house somewhere after the fire. It got lost. I'm going to have to extract those videos, post them on YouTube. I'll probably post them on our page here at weirdpodcast@gmail.com. What? I got to get those in. We got a Facebook now.
Whoa.
Yeah. We've got 53 likes.
Well, how about that?
I know, right?
I wonder who's making so many accounts.
No, it's not me. No, they're genuine people. It was actually thanks to my last guest, Kale. That man knows how to promote shit.
Nice.
He will spam your fucking Facebook page. He knows how to promote.
Good to know.
Without spending a dime, he will promote the shit out of something.
But yes, when I was listening to some of the older podcasts, I got in the mood to reminisce.
Oh, yeah?
For no fucking reason, really. I was just bored at the time. And so I went to go back to listen to our number 3 podcast, which is you basically trying to describe me to everybody. And turns out I still laugh at my own jokes.
You do. You're your own audience.
Oh, yeah. And we got to the end, maybe about 5 till the end, and start talking about my favorite made-up hero that I created maybe 2 years ago one night while we were binning. His name is Dandy Jack.
Dandy Jack.
And I made him because I enjoy the word dandy a lot. It's a great word.
Indeed it is.
I don't know where Jack came from, but it fits. Isn't it Dandy Jack?
Now, he started out as like the worst hero ever.
He's a dick. He's a hero, but he's a complete fucking dick.
He's not an anti-hero, but he's just a complete dick.
He does good in dick ways.
Right.
Like, little old lady wants to cross the road because it's dangerous. Dandy Jack comes along, punts her across the street. She gets to the other side, but he's a dick in doing it.
Yeah.
Cat stuck in the tree, light the tree on fire. The cat will come out sooner or later.
Yeah, he'll come out of his own accord.
Yeah.
Because he's Dandy Jack.
Yes, is just doing good in a dick way.
Yeah, it's like, say, a stroller gets away from a lady going downhill. He will run out of the way, tackle said stroller. He won't stop it, he'll tackle the stroller. Because in his point of view, hey, it's stopped.
True.
And in his mind, he sees that lady, sees a baby, says, hey, she likes to fuck. He also goes to abortion clinics because he knows chicks there put out.
Oh.
But the image of Danny Jack pops in my mind. He's
the only image of him that I have is his hair.
How does it look to you?
The blonde pompadour.
All right.
That's all I can imagine.
Well, when I think of Danny Jack, I think of the old 1920s, like the old style boxers. with her hair parted down the middle, real slick and greased, and he's got one of those big burly mustaches. He's got to have the big walrus mustache, and his costume is like one of those old timey bodybuilder outfits. Because he's a hero, and that's how the superheroes are based off of. With the underwear on the outside, but he's got like the little boxing boots on. He's basically wearing a onesie with underwear on the outside. It's like kind of a whitish gray onesie with like blue trunks on the outside. And his fighting stance is that old timey pugilist style. See what else would Dandy Jack do? I'm dropping shit here.
And recently I've come up with Dandy Jack's sidekick, which is an old nickname that a friend had given me, which is Dandy Jack's sidekick is Dirty Pirate.
Dirty Pirate is constantly drunk. Yeah, he loves himself some booze. He can't leave.
It's true.
He can't leave the Patron alone. Dandy Jack, he wants to help him. He thinks he has a problem, but he doesn't want to lose a drinking buddy at the same time. So they have they had the session of sitting down and getting him clean and sober over a keg of beer.
Because he's helping him in a friendly manner.
Yes, the block was not left standing. But in Dandy Jack's eyes, that was a good start.
It's a good day for a friend.
Yes. He felt it was a step in the right direction to help a friend out, even though nothing was left standing. He's like kind of like how like the most interesting man in the world commercials are.
Yeah.
Only he's like, well, we gotta see.
I don't always help an old lady across the street, but when I do, I fucking destroy everything.
Yes, I get her over there one way or another. I will kill 10 people to make sure that woman gets across that street safely. But like the whole thing with the abortion clinic.
Yeah.
He goes to the abortion clinic to pick up chicks because he knows they're easy. His favorite pickup line, how do you like your eggs? Over easy or fertilized? I'm ripping these off for my buddy.
Dirty Pirate's
Izzy.
a terrible wingman.
Oh, yeah.
I've come to plunder your chest.
I saw something that made me think of you the other day.
Oh, yeah?
You're going to love this.
All right.
It was a picture. It was like one of those, the splashy backgrounds and stuff.
Okay.
But it was like this. It was like kind of like a goofy picture of Ash. Catch him from Go Pokemon. It says, "Hey girl, I want to squirtle all over your Jigglypuffs." I instantly thought of you. I was like, "Yep, that would be one of Adam's pickup lines."
Amazing.
That's amazing.
That's an avocado eating dog.
That's an avocado eating dog. What else would Dandy Jack do?
Really anything.
Yeah.
He's not bound by human laws.
Just as long as he gets the job done.
Mm-hmm. Who would his rival be, though?
That's it. I was thinking about that the other day. I was setting up for this. I was like, who would be the opposite of Dandy Jack?
So, what would be... Alright, Dandy Jack is a good guy, but he's a dick. So then the opposite would be a bad guy who's extremely nice?
Would Dandy Jack be a Republican?
I don't know.
Well, I only ask because the opposite of Republican is a Democrat, which is a liberal, and they're normally conservative, so I don't know, maybe we're overthinking this. I don't know. Because his rival has to be somebody like, who is the opposite of him. Somebody that you can't be likable, but at the same time, you're like, I don't blame him. for not liking him. One time, Dandy Jack was so broke he wanted to donate to his favorite charity, so he robbed the bank.
I like that one.
Or better yet, he caught some people robbing a bank, and instead of returning the loot to the bank, he donated it.
There you go.
To his favorite charity, the strip club.
Of course. Gotta support those working single moms.
That's right.
I'll help you through college.
I'm helping women through college. Jeez. Dandy Jack, folks. There's no man like him. Thank God.
Now here's a question for you. If he was to be played in a movie, what actor would play Dandy Jack?
Jason Lee.
Mm-hmm.
You know who that is, right?
Vaguely.
My Name is Earl.
Ah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. They said that guy, I mean, you know that guy's a Scientologist?
Really?
But he doesn't preach it.
Mm.
But people say that
How
he's...
nice of him.
Yeah. Because think about it, because they say he's always upbeat.
Mm.
And he, like, when you walk away from being around him, you feel upbeat.
Mm.
You feel like you can accomplish anything.
You've caught the happy.
Yes. They say he's always positive like that. He doesn't preach about Scientology. He just has, like, that type of attitude.
Mm.
Where he's just like, yeah, man, you can do it. Why not? Yeah, why can't I do it? Yeah, I think he would make a great Dandy Jack. Now, who would be the Dirty Pirate?
Mm.
Yeah. That sound you're listening to is the sound of Adam thinking. That dead air. The sound of thoughts.
Well, the Dirty Pirate has to be messy, Slavish. I got it. But we'd have to change his voice up a bit.
Uh-huh.
The build, Zach Galifianakis.
No, he can stay like that. Why not?
The voice would have to be just a little different, just a little more aggressive.
He could play it aggressive. I think he could do it. That'd be a hell of a team up, actually. He could play just drunk all the time.
And it would always end up like how the Man of Steel movie ended, just cities demolished.
Yeah,
and they walk away like they did a fucking good job.
Right? It's like, well, my job is done here. You're welcome, citizens.
It's like, you destroyed the town. Ah, I've created jobs.
Yes.
For construction workers.
Yeah, he always finds a way out of it. Yeah, all the construction workers are going to be working for quite a while thanks to me. And the bad guy is off of this planet, literally. Because I shoved a rocket up his ass and lit it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but that rocket was supposed to be our mission to Mars or way of colonizing because we're all doomed because an asteroid's going to hit us any minute.
Better start working on that asteroid then.
People die. It happens.
Like, look, we weren't made to be immortal. People die.
You can't argue with that logic. Dirty Pirates in the background, chugging. Exactly.
It's like, people die. Pulls out a flintlock pistol and just shoots a pedestrian. People die.
That's right, old chum.
Like, why did you shoot him? He could have been planning something. Go over, look over his jacket. It has like a bomb in his jacket. See?
I knew what he was up to.
He was going to bomb the orphanage. That's my job.
Because it's in my way.
With that out of the way, it takes me only 10 minutes to get the job during the day. No traffic.
Dandy Jack.
Mm-hmm.
There's no one like him. You will always remember the name of Dandy Jack.
Dandy Jack.
Yeah, that's the last thing you hear before he comes in through the door.
I think he's more of a window guy.
No, he just goes right through the wall.
And just, Kool-Aid Man.
Yeah. Just randomly wrecking shit.
That actually reminds me, I saw this picture online that said, it showed little D&D figurines and a wall with the hole busted through with one of the figurines walking through. And it said, who needs doors when you have a barbarian in the group?
True.
Little known fact, barbarians, extremely afraid of doors, only use walls.
Oh, it's like same with werewolves in frenzy. When they're pumped full potence and they're set on fire by Ravnos children.
Didn't I set a werewolf on fire too?
You might have, but it wasn't nowhere near as effective as a Ravnos child. Because
I know who I set on fire. Gee, I set his werewolf on fire.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but here's the fucked up part of that scenario, though. The werewolf wasn't actually on fire. That child made him believe he was on fire.
Yeah. My fire was real fire.
And years later, we clocked it at full celerity, at full potence. He went through one wall, but the second wall was like 5 times as thick.
Nice.
So there was no way he, with all of his strength maxed out, with were strength and vampire strength
It's
on
like,
top of that.
let's see what happens when we shoot this pinata out of a cannon.
Yes. And, we clocked it all because it was we literally sat down and did the math on it, and he was going approximately like 350 to 400 miles per hour straight into a wall.
Nice. Because, you know, that's what friends do whenever they get bored. They use math to see how fast they killed their friend.
Yeah, he didn't die.
Mm.
I mean, he absorbed just enough to just be fully incapacitated.
Mm.
But it was amazing because all you hear was like he was so fast, it was, and just imagine like an instant dog yelp out of nowhere because he was in werewolf mode.
Yeah.
But that's what he gets though for what he did in the club.
Mm.
Because with full celerity and potence pumped, some, you know, always every time you go to a club in a vampire scenario, bad things happen.
I died in one.
Yes.
Instantly, I might add.
Yeah,
You
because
dick. You dick.
not my fault you're poking your finger in the face of a demon.
What else do you do when you come across a demon but fucking poke at it?
Exactly, and the motherfucker whose powers are beyond your even comprehension, he's gonna go instant Kano on you without you even knowing.
Fuck him. I don't regret my actions. He's a dick.
Because it was so fast.
I still got insulted before I died.
Yeah, but still, he had your heart, and you still talked shit.
Yeah, he might have had my heart, but I had the last word. And that's all that matters.
Maybe in your mind.
I won that argument, sir.
No, because his win to that argument was, oh, really? You're gone from existence. Because I say so. But anyway, digressing. Yeah, it was like one of our first times in the club. And a chick was dancing all up on him. She stuck her ass out at him. He's like, guys, watch this. So he just started shaking dice. And he drops the dice, and his eyes widen. It was nothing but 9s and 10s.
Ooh, dog.
And 9s and 10s, folks, I mean, his difficulty was like, I think 7, so he had to get better than 7. And basically, it was the atomic slap. Heard around literally the world.
It's like, here's my hand, here's the sound barrier, there's your ass. Pow!
Yes, and every piece, anything with glass in that fucking vicinity was shattered. And her ass damn near fell off. It was just like one of those moments where you're just like, oh my god, how do you describe such a thing? And he did it.
Music.
It blew up it broke the record player.
Yeah.
Yes. Guy, whoever was spinning up there, those 45s went into pieces.
Yeah, oddly enough, whenever we did a vampire game, anytime we went inside of a building was just bad for me.
Yeah, because you're always trying to set it on fire.
Well, that's what my guy did. He specialized in fire, thank you. He was doing great at his job. Things were on fire. He was pleased.
Yeah, even though things are on fire, it affect you too, dipshit.
Well, you know, who needs to think about consequences when you're in the moment?
It was like, literally, somebody, it was like the way the Bruja described it. It was like somebody took a bunch of D&D geeks, turned them
into a fucking vampire and gave them fire.
And gave them power.
So someone took me, made me immortal, and said, hey, you can cast Fireball. Oh.
Yeah.
And so I played a Tremere, and I put all of my points into the Pyro ability. I forgot what it was called.
Thermatology,
yeah. And so at max ranks, you can create an Inferno at the palm of your hand. And the smallest...
Lure of Flame.
Yeah, and the smallest you can do is a campfire, which is a piece of shit because it's tiny. Who wants that? So walk into a tiny room, see an enemy, an instant Inferno.
Yeah, because like in this game, vampires are afraid of fire. You have to do a fight or flight check
every time you see fire.
And now when they control the fire, when the fire is conjured, it's perfectly fine.
As long as I had it in my hand, everything was happy. The moment I attack and it leaves my hand, people freak out.
Yep, pretty much.
And so we would have a group of 5 vampires on our side at least, and just a giant ball of Inferno drops in the middle of the room, and everyone's like, oh god!
More or less, it was a miracle you lasted in that game that long.
Yeah, surprisingly.
You died by your own fucking hand.
No one killed me but me.
So yeah, you got that going for you.
Which is a great talent, I should say.
Yeah, because you wind up setting yourself on fire and falling onto Simtex.
It was a beautiful way to die, I would say.
Yeah, but it's ironic that fire is the one that got you in trouble. It's the one that ended you.
It was beauty that killed the beast.
In more or less words.
Think 4th of July outside my chest cavity. Just...
It's like in a Snatch. It's ironic that Ty has gotten you in this predicament, mullet. Back
to the werewolf catching on fire.
Yeah.
The werewolves in this game are called gangrels, on the vampire side at least. And every time...
They're not really werewolves, it's just depending on what their spirit animal is.
Yeah, but whenever they frenzy, they gain an animalistic trait.
Yep.
And
he started, he chose to start off with all these fucking features.
Yeah, he was already like half wolf.
Yeah.
After one of my fireballs, he was full wolf.
Uh-huh.
I don't regret it.
No, him, no.
It turns out, though, Brujas don't like fire.
No.
And apparently they have very large weapons.
Yes.
But I can dodge them.
Luckily.
Yes.
No, but what was funny was I had like this whole side backstory for that character, for G's character.
Oh, yeah?
Because he was like, yeah, because we would talk all the time, like at lunch or breaks, and he was just like, yeah, and like this happens and this happens. I'm like, all right, it was shit I was going to use.
Did I fuck it up?
No, he fucked it up himself.
Nice.
Because like his whole backstory, he had some chick that he was with, and she was aware, and she was unconscious at one point.
I know who you are.
Yeah.
Say it out loud. Retard.
Yeah, more or less. It was one of those scenarios.
Yeah.
And I had it all set up for him. And, because I think it was towards it was about in the middle. Yeah. And, like, he got attacked by a pack of werewolves, and, like, the last one standing was his, love interest.
Yeah.
And she was incapacitated. And I'm like, all right, you got a chance to, do what you want and turn her and all that. I'm going to cut her head off.
What?
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 What? It's just like, in moments like that, you contemplate, like, Socrates' last words. I drank what?
Bitch say what?
Or, you know, in the quiet words of the Virgin Mary, come again. But yeah, he says, yeah, I'm going to cut her head off. Okay, swipe. All right. Literally, I'm over there in a notebook scribbling out an entire page of notes I had.
Wow.
And I told him that later. I was like, you fucknut. You fucked everything up for yourself. Your character has no place in the story anymore. You know that, right? Well, what do you mean?
False. Stick a piece of wood up his butt. He is now my torch.
Well, you could have done that.
Fuego. Aha!
I should have had you do that at the time. I didn't like you much at the time, I don't think.
Oh. Me or the character?
Character.
Okay. Oh.
I was trying to find a way to kill that character.
Which, oddly enough, you couldn't do until it came to the very
Well,
end.
no. Here's the thing. At first,
I'm
I
still
didn't.
mad at you about my mansion.
That was just it.
I'm still pissed at you.
I was doing that to make you interesting. It wasn't until after I was trying to kill your character.
Interesting.
Yes.
Every time I walked in there, I nearly died.
Yes.
How does that make me interesting when I'm almost dead? It makes me look fucking weak.
You're engaged, right? It kept your interest in the story, didn't it?
It made me angry at you.
Okay.
Why is this fucker doing this? Because in the game, I put all my points into finances like a retard.
Uh-huh.
So I inherited a mansion, which I thought was amazing because my guy would have books to learn shit from.
Oh, yeah.
Turns out, wasn't a real mansion.
No.
It was an illusion.
It was a shithole.
Of a shack.
The books were real,
Yeah.
but everything else was a shithole.
And it was, every time we walked in, there was always a trap, and I was always the first one to be attacked.
Yeah. Well, you did kind of walk off in there willy-nilly, like, this is my place.
It is my place.
No.
I feel safe in my place.
You inherited it from your sire because
which
he was
makes
dead.
it mine.
Yeah. Doesn't mean you know all the tricks and trades of the place. You just walked in there cold. You didn't give a shit. You just said, hand me the keys. I'm going home.
Yeah.
Yeah. You didn't know shit about the house. So I was like...
Normally, a house isn't fucking booby-trapped.
When it was your sire and as paranoid as he was.
I didn't know. You told me nothing how paranoid that fucker was.
You know why? You didn't ask.
Fuck you. You're using my shit on me. How dare you?
I was just doing it to keep it interesting. You're talking about it now today.
True. It's some good memories.
That's right. But yeah, G really fucked his end of the story up. He became useless from that point.
Oddly enough, my character, his main point was fire. Couldn't do anything with it, but I was an amazing sniper.
Yeah. Well, it was because of G, though, the story dragged on as long as it did.
Really?
Because instead of interrogating said she-bitch, he killed her. Which I was expecting him to do. I was giving this guy a whole backstory and a love story and all this. I was being nice. You know, just keep things interesting, and you fucked it up. I mean, G could fuck up a cup of coffee.
Well, he did fuck up a tutorial version of a D&D campaign.
He did.
Which I had an amazing time with.
I'm sure he did, but that game alone made me really dislike D&D.
Which made me sad.
Yeah. Because I had no real interest. I mean, when you were trying to make one, which eventually I was like, me and Elijah were like, he's not going to make a game. So don't even worry about it. And the last time we played, though, it just didn't turn out so well.
Well, for G fucked up because of his story.
Yeah.
I had an amazing time because he did know what I was doing.
He didn't know shit about fuck.
Yeah. Basically, you have a beginner, him, saying, I want to make a story, I want to be in charge. Okay, great. Do you need any help? No, I got this. Do you want to look at some of my books? I have all of them. No, I got this. Make whatever character you want. Are you sure? Because the way I play is I play through loopholes. I jump through loopholes so quick, which is why this fucker across from me makes me mad, because he doesn't give me loopholes.
Nope.
But he uses them on me. Fuck you. But yeah, he He said, make whatever character you want. You have one magic item, whatever you want. Go. I walk up to him, show him the book, open it, and say, can I make this guy and have this item? Doesn't even look. Yeah, sure. Are you sure? Are you sure? Yeah. All right. That's how I slaughtered his entire campaign.
Well, like, yet again, I have, like, an entire backstory for my character who's going to be entrenched in the whole story.
That was your problem right there.
Yeah.
Is using a backstory on your guy.
Well, using fucking, like, knowledge, trying to keep things interesting.
Yeah.
At least to keep my interest and stuff, trying to look for stuff, and I should have just, came right out of the bat. I was like, yeah, I'm an heir to the throne. Fuck you all. Is all I should have started out with.
Could have done that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have cared.
Yeah.
The way I play a D&D character is always the same. You give me money, I kill. Point me in a direction, I'll kill. You take anything from me, I kill. I'm very dangerous to my party in a D&D group.
See, I could have utilized that at the time because I was trying to keep it secret, quote unquote.
Ooh.
Yeah. Because everybody was out to fucking kill me. And then what happened was, when I saw you kill the way you killed, because that's why my character was hiding in the bushes.
Smart move.
Cutting people up. Or scaring people with dead body parts. With their disemboweled heads and fingers and toes and shit. And, yeah, literally one of my next actions was even the next day or so was to gather up the money to say, hey, you take me here. Here's money.
I would be like, let's fucking go.
Yeah. Here's all this.
Which is, you know what's funny is if we'd have done that, we could have actually just made our own campaign from that and just left G's.
Oh, that would have been amazing.
Like, yeah, we're going to start our own campaign. Fuck you.
Yeah, I was going to make you, like, protector and shit and just throw money at you and say, all right, get me here, kill anybody who gets in our way.
Even peasants. Done.
Fuck it.
Like, excuse me, sir, do you have some... The head falls off. No. Hey, look, we found a bag of gold.
They've been busy. Dandy Jack.
Dandy Jack. Should make a Dandy Jack for either Vampire or D&D.
Yeah, it would be
He'd
better.
Be a Bruja.
No, he'd fit more in D&D just to fuck with the damn DM.
Yeah. He'd be a, half... No, he'd be a human, barbarian, chaotic neutral.
See, you got this down.
I do. Well, I have years of D&D experience, man.
One move I could picture Dandy Jack actually doing was from the movie Trainspotting. They're on a balcony in a bar, like upstairs, and the dude's just sitting there telling this story about how badass he was at this pool game the other day and stuff. You know, I'm playing like Paul fucking Newman. Because it's a Scottish movie, they're all deep Scottish accents. And then the game was mine. And he just pops this, downs it, and throws it over his head onto the floor below.
Yeah.
And it's funny, it pauses right there with the glass going over. And then it says, now that's where I got the name Begbie from. Yeah, that's what Begbie said he did. But I found out what really happened. And it shows like this whole other side scene of him because he was drunk off his ass and his friends telling him, he was hungover. He's like, he was playing fucking awful, and it shows him just sitting there, trying to keep this shot steady, and this dude behind the bar's got a bag of peanuts and it's distracting him. And the second he goes to make the shot, dude opens up the package and he goes through the table.
Oh.
And he goes up to the dude and just starts pummeling him. And he pulls out a knife like he's going to stab him, and the friend comes along and stops him. He's going to fucking chip him. I swear. And then it shows, like, from there, it pauses and unpauses, and you hear this chick screaming. And it goes to this shot of this chick, she's got, like, blood all over her face, and all these dudes are around her. And Begbie just pulls out his knife, puts it on the table, rubs his hands together, and goes downstairs. For new female listeners, I'm about to say the C word, so you might want to fast forward.
Ooh.
But he goes downstairs, and I remember him. He goes, "Don't anybody move! This last got glass and no cunt names till we find out what cunt done it." And one of the dudes, "Who the fuck are you?" And he's all, "Yes!" Kicks the dude right in the balls. Big bar fight ensues.
Nice.
Meantime, his whole party's just kind of looking over nonchalantly, looking down, just watching the mayhem. And he's like, it's a drug-induced movie. And he's all like, "Yeah, Begbie didn't do drugs. He just did people."
Now, see, if that ever happened in a D&D or even a vampire game, and our group was on top watching, instantly dive in. Yeah!
None of my characters would.
Especially any of my dwarves, barbarian, as they jump into the fray, they're like pulling out their double-headed axe and just instantly spin. Whirlwind, motherfuckers! I'm making a meat blender.
Just like in your character, boots are jumping.
Yeah. My warrior used techniques as like spells to fight, and he utilized jumping. So I'm like, hey, my magic item is boots of jumping. They give me plus 15 to roll. He's like, yeah, okay, what can you do with boots of jumping? Yeah, everything. It gave me 4 attacks in one move.
He basically gives you an I win button.
Basically. Like, enemies? I win.
Yes, I kill them all, just with the thought. How do you figure? Boots are jumping. That's all you gotta say. I can't even remember what special item I had. Yeah. No D&D for me. I mean, maybe one day. I'll guarantee this. I will play a game of D&D one day.
You better fucking call me.
Well, just for the fact that, Will Wheaton and them made it interesting for me. Because if it plays out like that, I'm in.
Acquisitions Incorporated.
Yes. I mean, if it plays out just like that, I am sold.
That's how D&D should be played.
Yeah.
That's not how it was shown to you.
Yeah. Because that's kind of like how I play my games.
Yeah.
I was like, huh. Because there are a set of rules that apply. But you're able to get around, like, the crappiest rules.
Think of it like Monopoly. There are rules, then there are house rules.
Exactly. That's it. Right there, you hit the nail on the head. So, folks, coming to a cinema near you, Dandy Jack. He doesn't give a fuck unless it affects him directly. If there's a building in his way, he'll knock that son of a bitch down. Children in the daycare on the top floor.
Fuck them.
They shouldn't have been up there. No, but as always, folks, thanks for listening. It's good seeing you again, sir.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And next time we hear you, it'll be over the Skype.
Ooh,
yes.
Internets.
Over the interwebs. Which it doesn't sound too bad.
No.
I make it sound good. I'm good at that. Sometimes. No, but as always, folks, like, comment, subscribe. Like us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter.
Give me your money.
Give Adam your money.
I also accept payment in grilled cheese.
Ooh, grilled cheese.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds pretty good. Grilled cheese with bacon. Sweet Jesus.
Actually, give me your money with bacon.
Bacon. Lots of bacon.
Bacon money.
Bacon on bacon on bacon.
Bacon strips and bacon strips and bacon strips.
Bacon for days. Oh, did you see, like, their latest? They did a...
They have a TV show now.
Yeah. They did, the last episode they did was the sushi poutine.
Yeah.
That was like, I might eat that. But, yeah, as always, folks, thanks. And, yeah, I already said all that stuff.
You did.
I did, so.
I just fucked up your chi.
Just a little bit. So, while my cheese fucked up, we're going to sign off once again for today. And until next week, folks, thanks for listening. And if this could get weird, I am Adam Stone.
I'm Adam Blosher.
Stay weird, or Dandy Jack will cut your penis off.
Dandy Jack.